Is there anything that you would look to, you personally, not anybody else, not other pundits, not even perhaps family members, that you would look to say, if I see that, I will reevaluate?
If there had some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem.
A few moments later. A few moments later. A few moments later.
Physically, I'm told the president is just wiped and exhausted from the COVID diagnosis.
The timing couldn't be worse.
The next 72 hours for Joe Biden could reshape the 2024 election race as we know it.
Sources tell NBC News that the Biden family are now discussing a carefully calculated plan to exit the race.
A bullet couldn't stop Trump. A virus just stopped Biden.
According to my sources, President Biden has agreed to step down as the Democratic nominee.
Oh, man.
It will happen as early as this weekend. A speech has been drafted for him.
But today, President Biden issued this statement, shutting down the reports he's quitting the race. I look forward to getting back on the campaign trail next week to continue to expose the threat of Donald Trump. Stakes are high, and the choice is clear. The Biden-Harris campaign manager spoke out on CBS Mornings.
Joe Biden has been very clear. He is running for president of the United States, and our campaign is continuing to implement a strategy to win with him at the top of the ticket.
Bruh. Well, gentlemen, in the face of all that pressure and the COVID diagnosis, President Biden refuses to drop out.
We're done when I say we're done.
But if he were to drop out, for medical reasons, as he himself stated, the question becomes, after Joe Biden drops out, who does the Democratic Party put in his place to go against Trump? Well, the truth is, they only have 3 real options. Option 1, Kamala Harris, because obviously she's the vice president. Option 2, Kamala Harris, because you can't be the party of DEI, BLM, and Disney Star Wars and bypass the first woman of color to ever hold the office of Vice President of the United States just so you can nominate Gavin Newsom and his brilliant haircut. And honestly, even if Governor Newsom were offered the nomination, he'd be like,
How about no?
And last but not least, option 3, Kamala Harris, because Democratic campaign donations were for the Biden-Harris ticket. And now the question becomes, how do you insert Vice President Harris into the presidential race? Do you A, give her the nomination, President Biden endorses her and obviously has to campaign on her behalf and risk stuff like this happening?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
Or B, Joe Biden resigns as president and Kamala Harris walks into the Democratic National Convention on August 19th as President of the United States with the full endorsement of the usual suspects like Barack and Michelle, Bill and Hillary, the Squad, Mickey Mouse, and Abaddon the Despoiler.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
Now guys, real talk. I could very well be wrong about this, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But if you ask me, and I'm 79.2% sure about it, no matter how angry and frustrated Democrats and Democratic donors might be, they know that the November elections aren't just about beating Trump, which,
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
They're also about holding on to congressional seats. And after crunching the numbers, they're going to realize that the probability of Kamala Harris being the one to drag down congressional candidates and get less votes than Joe Biden is extremely high. So, barring legit medical reasons other than COVID, Joe Biden will not drop out of the race.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.